challenges. And you saw what happened in Naivasha when we were there as parliamentarians. I got a lot of calls from my principals, school principals in Kitui Central, congratulating Parliament for taking that bold move to actually face the CS and tell him you are not working with your team. And we have about 4 issues which are really issues of concern to both parents and the teachers. The first issue is the issue of equity. In terms of infrastructure, most schools are disadvantaged. And they're asking the question, why should we be so much disadvantaged when there is money being set aside by government through the Infrastructural Development Fund at the ministry? So what has been happening is this: there has been an unfair sharing of that resource. You find that schools which are already having a lot of facilities end up getting those resources, either through presidential pronouncements or through any other means they use. So there is a serious unfair sharing of resources. The other issue is the staffing element. Matters equity also. You realize that some schools are overstaffed, while others have no teachers. So people are asking, why should you go to my constituency? You find a school in town, as like Honorable Kimani Chungwa gave an example. He has a school in Kikuyu which has 100 students with 28 teachers. While one of our colleagues in Turkana has a school with 300 students with 3 teachers. And both are secondary schools. So issues of equity. The other issue is the issue of textbooks. And I think it's been covered. That the government says, you use these textbooks, but they are not providing the textbooks. So it's a serious challenge. How do you only have one textbook, which is being used by the teacher, and the students have no textbooks? So what does the teacher do? Because the students cannot revise. That's another issue. The other issue is corruption related to issues of uniform. Teachers have become businessmen instead of doing teaching. You realize that there are lots of shops which are either there is conspiracy between the school principals and the business people in town, and then uniforms have become so expensive that they're even more expensive than the fees in a school. And these are the issues, Dibao. Then the last issue, which Dr.
Makali, you know I call me that name.
Dibao.
Sam, sorry. So Sam, the challenge we have. And which now was we withdrew to the ministry. Despite all what is happening, the ministry has a quality assurance department, which is supposed to do monitoring and evaluation of what is happening in schools. This department is already went on leave long time ago, and even somebody who is not on leave, they are asleep. They have been asleep all through. Because they don't seem to be picking data from the ground on what is happening to feed into the planning. So there is a serious gap between planning, the resource allocation, and the normal operations of schools. And that's what we are saying. For us to get this sector the way it should be, Sam, because this sector is so critical in any country, that our story about Singapore is actually a story unless we address this sector. And I really, at times, I sympathize with my friend Meli, because even when it comes to the budget committee, it requires so much resources, and I can see we are struggling to provide those resources. But really, we need to resource this sector very well, because it's like the bedrock of our economy.
So resource, you mean we allocate more, or do we rationalize? Or
they require rationalization and also more. They need more and rationalization. Rationalization is critical currently because there's a lot of unfairness and uneven distribution. But also additional resources are required. Actually, we asked the minister, and this was to me, this is where the minister got it very wrong. We asked the minister, how much does it take to educate a student in a secondary school? He said he doesn't know. That was very embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
Maybe he's being honest.
No, he's not. Then how do they budget on a serious note? How do you budget if you don't know the unit cost of So these are some of the things which came out from our discussion that I think really Meli has a lot of work to do as the oversighting committee together with Parliament. But you know, it's our link between us and Minister of Education. And he was given that mandate that within the next 2 weeks, his committee and all the other relevant committees of Parliament need to sit and actually tease out critical issues on this sector.